Hello and welcome back to the Call of the South Wind. Today we are picking up where our adventurers left off. A Haran mercantile vessel, what we came across last week. Now, let me dial back real quick. We delved into the world of Calenthrix, focusing on the city of Inoras with its beautiful fields and idyllic landscapes. Here we discovered Stonehearth Bakery and our adventurers, Fiddah Stonehearth, owner of the bakery with a pet wolf named Slightly, who has a heart of gold and unparalleled baked goods. Sabrine, a woman on a search for a way to reclaim her home. Merrit, a skilled Azamar thief who was sent to acquire some celebratory pastries. These adventurers were then very shortly followed by Nixl, a kobold sorcerer whose home is the sewers of Inoras, and Kaitlyn Haran, heiress to the Haran mercantile grand house, who was chasing after said kobold after he had snatched away her ring. As our final adventure, Wisteria...
Hey, she dropped her ring, thank you, sorry.
As our final adventure, Wisteria, a disguised fairy displaced from her home by mysterious forces, arrives, all find that not all is right, as a Haran trade vessel collides with the nearby coast and suffers a catastrophic explosion. So here we are getting ready to see what adventure awaits our disparate group. So yeah, here we go. This is a new experience working with a VTT. I normally run Theater of the Mind, so bear with me. But here we go with our first scene.
I see Slightly.
Mm-hmm.
What was the horse's name? I remember there was a horse. Was there a name on the horse?
The horse is Pittacus.
Ah, yes. All right, so looks like I have to redo the connection to players by scene, which is gonna take some getting used to. But each of you can see your characters there. So yeah, we kind of leave off with that explosion going on, not too far away from the bakery. What do you do?
So you said it wasn't far from the bakery. Like, how many feet would it be from where it is?
Basically, between the bakery and the beach is just a field of rye.
So the force of the explosion wouldn't be enough to break glass nearby, would it?
You're luckily far enough away from the shockwave to be able to not have to worry about that.
All right, so what Fidz is going to do is she's going to shout back inside the bakery. she's going to be like, God, what are the names? Oh, yeah. Fern Flint, watch the front. And she's just going to take off towards the beach with Slightly trailing not far behind her.
Alrighty. Wisteria and Sabrine will also stay behind to assist as needed at the bakery. For those at home, Sabrine and Wisteria, their players both needed to take the night off, which is quite all right. It's how I run my games. Nixl, you're currently on your back on the ground. A honey glazed breadstick hanging from your mouth. Do you follow after? Fiddah and her hound, or are you just kind of staying
honestly,
there?
if I see people are leaving, I would probably, and this isn't very exciting, but it's what he'd probably do, is kind of look around. Nobody's looking at me. Nobody notices me. And I'm going to slowly start to creep back towards the city. And if people still ignore me, I'd probably run back into the sewer. Because that's what he would do. I mean, why would he follow, really?
Oh my goodness.
Unless
I can give him one reason.
Now, if you make him, I suppose he'll go. But
Oh, yeah. The very paranoid paladin is not letting you out of her sight.
so as I go to slip away, watch.
She is going to step in front of you. Now, you haven't been forgiven just yet. And normally, I would take you in for the types of crimes you've perpetrated against me and my family. But for now, you're just going to have to tag along until whatever this is gets resolved, and then we can deal with you.
You dropped ring. Not my fault. You need to be more careful with your stuff.
Is it possible for Kaitlyn to pick him up?
Probably. He's little.
Yeah, Kaitlyn is going to pick you up and
What?
carry you.
You'll have to do. She's not going to just let you pick them up.
Oh, okay.
That would probably be, what, an acrobatics to evade being picked up?
Yeah, and acrobatics would definitely work here.
Oh, where are those?
Merrit will follow after, though, toward the destruction in the water to go help some people.
Gosh, roll 1d 20 plus 2. That would be a 17, I believe.
All right. So that's a 17 being opposed by your grapple check, Meeko.
Okay. So grappling, that's strength mod and proficiency bonus?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that was I didn't mean to roll that.
Oh my goodness.
What did you roll? Oh my. The grapple bonus is no.
I was trying to figure out how to clear the... Okay, there we go. I got that cleared. So it will be a d20 plus 6. That's going to be a no.
You could try to bribe him.
Yeah, Nixl, you easily step out of the way of her trying to grab you.
No. You don't have Nixl.
Okay.
Nixl bites, and I'll show my teeth.
Oh, that's... I think I might know. You live in the sewers, and the sewers can get quite nasty and whatnot. What if Kaitlyn trade Nixl for following?
What trade?
I have a bottle of the finest perfume.
He's gonna look at you like you're absolutely bat crap crazy. What the hell is Nixl gonna do with that?
Not smell like garbage when you emerge from the depths.
Hello, presto.
Yes, you can remove the bad smell, but then what?
Then I don't smell.
But what if you wanted to smell nice?
I do smell nice. I smell like Nixl.
2 days rations.
He looks real sly. 2 days sticky stuff. Sticky bun stuff.
Fine, I will, upon our return, spend the rest of my money on as much sticky stuff as can be purchased.
And a shiny to be determined.
Sure.
Okay.
And extending a hand to shake to make the deal.
And he's going to grab your arms and scurry up to sit behind you.
All right, and away we go.
All right, so you turn the horse and you start making your way. You start making your way to the beach, and what you see is an absolute disaster. The ship has listed onto its starboard side after its port side had basically just blown out. You can see, Kaitlyn, the insignia of your mercantile house on the side of this vessel. And
Does it look like the insignia on the ring?
It does.
Then I'm going to look at Kaitlyn like, that's yours.
Small eye twitch. Yes, that is mine.
Not good.
Kaitlyn, you also recognize this particular ship. It is the Opal Sky. The Opal Sky is one of your family's farther ranging ships. It can often go all the way down past the southern coast of the continent and up along the side in order to trade with Varn and to trade with the other kingdoms on the eastern side of the continent. But the Opal Sky has been missing for a couple of months. Normally there's a sending stone aboard each vessel and the ships are able to report in on their status, but nothing has been heard from the Opal Sky in quite a while. You've heard your father discuss it with a bit of worry on multiple occasions. Fiddah and Merrit, you're running on ahead, and you can already see there are people rushing onto the beach to try to help sailors out of the burning wreck. Some of the sailors are clearly so badly burned that it's not likely they're going to be able to make it. And there are a couple of sailors who are hanging in there as best they can, although they are understandably a bit shaken. And the other thing that catches your eye is all of these sailors look particularly malnourished, like more so than sailors ordinarily would be. But you can see that the port side of the ship is just blasted open. You can actually see next to the powder magazine a set of stairs leading from the main deck down onto the cargo deck. So you could actually probably even board the ship through where that opening is and get more fully on board. What do you all do as you approach?
I'm just scoping it out first to see if what caused the damage is still around. Was that a cannon shot or something that made the hole in the ship, or some sort of creature? Or what caused this giant hole to make this ship go aground?
Go ahead and roll an investigation for me.
Certainly.
I almost said roll to investigate a mystery. Like, you can tell I've been running a lot of Monster of the Week.
Gotcha. All right, my investigation's +1. It would be a 19 because it's a +1.
So from the looks of it, it doesn't look like anything has hit the ship's hull from the outside. If anything, it was blown outward, as if the powder magazine was ignited from inside the ship.
Dangerous. So maybe
in fact, you even remember that the ship had run aground before the powder magazine burst.
Oh dear, so it might be some sort of like mutiny or something going on, some sort of strife on board. I'll run over to one of the wounded people, the malnourished wounded people on shore, and be like, "What happened? What's caused this? Are you fighting someone?"
So the first person that you rush up to, she definitely looks to be in bad shape. Horrible burns. She is understandably shaking as a result of everything, and she just says, "They came from the deep. I don't know what they are, but they might still be on board."
What do they look like?
She just her eyes just kind of widen, and she just says, "They're from the deeps. They don't belong near the surface."
Okay. I look around to see if I see anyone from the deep.
You don't see anybody who kind of fits that description on the beach.
Darn.
That would be pretty vague.
Is the ship still on fire and such? Like it would be barring the way onto the ship, or would we be able to get on easily enough?
You would probably be able to get on fairly easy.
Okay, so I think
like there's definitely some like smoldering wood and everything, but it looks like the powder had basically just the powder had basically flashed.
So I think Fiddah, upon overhearing this, will kind of look at Merrit and then just kind of nod over to the ship, as in like a silent, "Should we go in?"
Merrit will be very cautious since the deep is not very descriptive in her mind. But if you make like you're going to go, she will follow you.
Yeah, so what Fiddah would do is kind of set up slightly to guard whoever is already on the beach, to kind of just like be a backup plan, in a sense.
All right. Kaitlyn and Nixl, it's about at this point that you catch up. And yeah, this is, you can tell just from looking at it, Kaitlyn, that this is a disaster. First, the ship goes missing for months on end, and then when it reappears, it blows up on the beach of probably the closest thing to an ally that Alencia has. And on top of that, you've got the ship is not only damaged, but parts of it are burning, which means whatever cargo is on board is in danger as well. That's a lot of wealth there that may end up going up in flames.
And personal possessions are more important than people. We have to go into the ship and save what cargo we can.
Do you say that out loud?
Oh, heavens no! Not in front of the poor people. They work the boat.
I think Nixl's morals are excellent compared to yours.
Caitlin's morals are fine. Everybody has to care about stuff at some point. Yeah, so without even bothering to check on the people on the ground or nearly dying around her, she's going to just continue charging towards the open hole of the ship to jump in.
Oh, I don't think I would like this at all.
Excuse me. All right. So you get up onto the onto the ship, Fiddah, and first thing you see, the stairs going up toward the main deck. And up ahead of you is basically the masts for this ship go all the way down to where the keel is. So you can see it going from basically ceiling to the deck you're standing on. And as I'd mentioned, everything is kind of, if it's not burning, it's smoldering. And you can see a couple of doors ahead of you. The one directly ahead of you is slightly ajar, and you get a distinct smell of citrus coming from it. Whereas the door to your left as you walk in is wide open, and you can see some of the sails are some of the sails there are kind of folded up. They don't look to be in particularly good condition. Are you able to see those real quick? I decided to try cutting the fog. Okay, perfect. All right. Yeah, Kaitlyn, you're running up. You see.
I love this cinder effect of like little burning paper. That's awesome.
Yeah. For those at home, the virtual tabletop we're using, not a sponsor or anything, but it's Owlbear Rodeo. Excellent VTT from what I've experienced so far. So, all right. You all should be able to have control over your characters. So I will kind of leave the door open for you all to roleplay.
All right, so the stairs going down is open this way.
They're going up.
They're going
I put them in the
up.
wrong direction.
Oh, okay. And this is a doorway as well?
Mm-hmm.
So, I think what she's going to want to do is...
That's really nice. Okay, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
You're on push to talk. You cut out.
Oh, sorry. I must have let go. So what she'll want to do is just kind of like go in here and clear out this area, like keep her little sickle in hand and just kind of sidestep her way in.
Okay. So you go and you kind of you push past the door, and you see what's instantly recognizable as the ship's galley. There's a small there's a little stove over here, a little counter where they were doing some food prep. You can figure out where the smell of citrus is coming from, as a barrel full of lime juice has toppled and spilled across the floor. But as you're checking in there, it doesn't look like there's anyone in there, thankfully.
Okay. Has anyone followed her in?
Merrit has.
I'm like outside the door because you're kind of in the doorway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kaitlyn will be right behind as she will have to let the horse. I don't know if the horse is going to be able to come inside with, so.
I don't think the horse will go in a burning boat.
Stay there,
Pittacus
Pittacus.
Pittacus is war trained.
I still don't think it'll go inside a burning boat unless
Pittacus won't be able to fit aboard the ship. In all honesty.
Yeah, I can just resummon Pittacus on the ship if needed, but no.
Pittacus can stay with Slightly.
or Nixl, who's standing on the beach. Perfectly content.
Oh, no, I'm dragging you in, Nixl.
Why?
That was part of our deal, remember?
But what good am I in there? That's
Potter.
burning. Excuse me?
Potter. If something bad happens, you'll be right here to make it less bad for me.
You dream.
I would like
Maybe the first one to blow up.
I would like Fiddah and Merrit to give me some perception checks, please.
You won't be getting sticky buns with talk like that.
Hey, some things aren't worth sticky buns.
My perception's +8. So let's
Can't eat if I'm dead.
I'll
so
be able to
11.
keep you from dying, no worries.
11.
All right. So, and Fiddah, do you have any modifiers to that roll?
Nope, just a flat roll.
All right. So you both can just barely hear something over like the sounds of the rigging above kind of just falling onto the deck as it burns and snaps. There's something coming from further down the deck. The sounds of something being tossed around or being rummaged through.
Merrit will shout out, like, be careful. There's apparently they were attacked by someone from the deep, or like people from the deep. But I don't know what they look like. And she'll say that so Kaitlyn can hear it at the very least as well.
This is not a Nixl approved excursion.
You approved it
Kid
for coin.
tested, Nixl approved.
Uh-oh. And my computer just froze. Oh, there we go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mojo.
How badly does Nixl want those sweet rolls?
Nixl is looking at Nixl options. Not very many. What is Nixl's passive? Not great. Oh well. It's a merchant ship. There's gotta be something good to steal.
Don't
Exactly.
say that out loud. Don't say that out loud.
No, I don't say that out loud. He's thinking. He's walking right behind Kaitlyn, practically to the point that you'll trip over him. So that you block anything that might come at us.
Fantastic.
Although your armor must be getting a little bit toasty.
I think it'll manage.
Toasty.
All right, so there's a door ahead, a door to the side, and stairs going down.
Stairs going up. I drew it backward.
Oh, okay. I just thought we're on the deck, so they'd be going down, but we went in through the hall.
Yeah, you went in through the hull.
Okay.
I think I'll have Kaitlyn go up the stairs.
Yeah, Fizz will be right behind Kaitlyn.
Is the door to the north locked?
No, it's been opened and it's just tattered remains of sails and such.
Okay, how about the one to the east there?
And that's the galley.
That's the galley. With burning lime juice.
With burning lime juice. And Fiddah and Merrit, you can hear something coming from further down on this deck. And as you're making your way up the stairs, Kaitlyn, you can see the chaos that is there on the top deck. There are you can see several sailors who have already succumbed to burns, as well as a few sailors that look as if they've been eviscerated.
Ew.
Like, not the work of any sort of fire or explosion. It's that they don't look to have been eviscerated by the debris as the powder went up. They look as if they're weapon inflicted.
Oh, I'm probably about to meet whatever did that. Is there straight ahead of me? Is that still lower deck?
That's all still the lower deck.
I'm heading that way.
You're aside from Kaitlyn, you are all on the cargo deck.
Okay. That's why I'm heading that way. I'm looking for cargo.
All right.
Can I sneak? Is it dark or is it all lit up?
It is lit up. I'm working on cutting the fog for you.
Okay.
If I can figure out how.
You're going to be such an expert by next week.
We'll see. All right.
Yeah, I knew there could be nasties.
Yeah, as you step further in, Nixl, you can see these strange, almost crab-like creatures are rummaging through the cargo. They're tipping crates over, spilling open barrels, emptying out clay pots. They look as if they're searching for something specific. And most of what would normally be useful cargo for trade, they're just making a mess of.
The place is already on fire, right?
It is.
Then can I just make it more on fire?
Let's have everybody roll initiative.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, not with that, I'm not. No, there's another one.
Oh, baby.
Ooh.
2 nat 20s.
What
That's
the
what
heck?
40? That's
Amazing.
crazy.
I have advantage on initiative, so that's why I rolled 2d20.
I have a +7, so 5 + 7 is 12.
+7?
Yeah. I think that's
Well,
from the
we
alert
rolled the
feat.
same, and I'm pretty sure I beat you on Dex, so, Kaitlyn.
Oh, yeah, my dex is negative.
All right, so
So
let's
that
see.
means you actually have a 6, not a 7.
Oh, yeah, I typed it in the chat 6 for Kaitlyn.
Oh, okay.
All right. So 6 for Kaitlyn. Can I get Fiddah?
21.
21. Can I have Merrit?
12.
Sorry,
And Nixl's.
7.
7.
All right, I accidentally clicked the starting to feel wary. I didn't know what it was.
Oh, so those are. This is actually good information for people who are watching from home. I'm currently utilizing various extensions for Albert Rodeo. One of which is called Rumble, and it includes trigger cards. So for those of you who may experience various triggers due to content and such, those little cards are to let myself or the party know that that the content is veering a little too close to something uncomfortable. That said, we also utilize in the Discord servers that I run for Start Playing. We utilize a variety of safety features in order to make sure that everybody feels safe, welcome, and can still have fun. All right, so
And apparently Kaitlyn has an issue with crab aliens.
Oh, no issue with those. They're totally fine. Well, yeah, they're fine.
She has something to share, and it's butter.
She's not a fan of seafood.
Nixl, you walk down that corridor and you see these things kind of rifling through all of the cargo, and you kind of get that idea in your head. And I'll let you go ahead and go first.
Oh, thank you. Then all of them need to do a deck save as a fireball drops right at their mist.
All right, so for that, where would you like to set the center of that?
Hang on a minute. So it doesn't hit me. That would be lovely. Fireball. It's been a while since.
Are these squares 5-foot squares?
20, 40 feet. So 5, 10, 15.
Yes, each square is 5 feet.
25, 30, 35, 40. Oh, okay, that's one down there at the bottom too.
Yep.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20.
And as you're looking at them,
Right there, right where the front mast is.
This front mast, alrighty. And
Between
this
the
guy
two.
right here, I might add, given how short you are and how you can see past a few things, you notice that this one actually has 4 arms. While the other ones are they've all got these wicked looking blades.
Well, he's about to be ground zero, so.
Yeah. So what's the radius on that fireball?
It's 20 feet. So if you drop it there,
feet.
it'll extend over everybody.
Goodness gracious. Okay. 2,
86.
Yeah, that'll definitely hit all of them. So
You have fireball at level 3. I am so impressed. Wow.
We're level 5, aren't we?
We're level 5, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. I forgot. I was thinking of a different campaign. Apologies. My bad.
Oh, 3 1s. You gotta be kidding me. That sucks.
I mean, hey, 24 damage right there at the start. That's not bad.
And my DC is 15.
Your DC is 15. Okay.
Should have done bonus action first. Oh well.
In my infinite wisdom, I forgot to grab my dice out of the shelf.
And then after I drop that lovely thing, I'm running away.
embracing that oldest and noblest of pirate professions, fighting to run away.
Yeah, so you would just see Nixl go down the hall, squeak, a big explosion, and then he runs right between Fiddah and Merrit and heads towards Kaitlyn.
All right, so I'm going to start from this. I'm going to start from the center of the blast and move outwards. So I'm going to start with the big guy with the big guy right here. Let's see. How does his text look?
How dexterous can they be? They're crabs. They
And
scuttle.
what did you say your DC was? 15?
15.
15.
People, crab people.
He fails.
Yay!
They start a rave.
Next one. Also fails.
Delightful.
Two. Those two fellers. Also fail and fail. We're looking good.
Good first shot
Yeah.
in the game.
And then let's see. This one saves and this one fails.
So just one saved.
Yes.
So that's half damage.
It takes half damage, yeah. All right. So, you all suddenly hear this loud blast as all of a sudden just this entire area over here just bursts into worse flames. Fiddah, or not Fiddah, Kaitlyn, you hear that blast from below. And that could only mean one thing. Something else exploded, which means more cargo is in danger.
Oh no.
And then coming up from below, and for those of you who are on the cargo deck, just rushing towards you is this smell of just the smell of basically like fried crab.
Oh my goodness.
So this guy, let's see, where's it at? I have these markers that I can use, and I'm trying to find it.
Oh, somebody disappeared.
Oh,
Oh,
they're killed?
They're blown to smithereens.
Crab rangoons for everyone.
Ugh.
The big bad looks like he's just hurt.
Uh-oh.
oh, that's Morgana's internet.
Yeah, she probably got issues.
Oh no. Cut the commercial.
It's the freecreditreport.com commercials. Oh no.
Oh no. FREE, that spells freecreditreport.com, baby.
They were legitimately my favorite band for a hot minute. I was like, I love this freecreditreport.com band. I had like a website, and like someone who claimed to be part of the band was like, we were just actors, but thank you for your support. Hopefully we'll make more commercials, and they did. And I was happy about that. And I made a AMV and won an AMV contest to one of their songs.
An AMV for freecreditreport.com.
Well, it was a one-piece AMV to the pirate one. Pirate in a Restaurant. Oh.
Learn something new every day.
You too can see it on YouTube, fair viewers. I don't know if you can find it just by searching those categories.
I see. It was me who ended up disconnecting somehow.
Hopefully you weren't trying to talk that entire time.
I was.
Oh
no.
Eliminate 2 more of the critters.
Okay, so what did you guys last hear from me?
Nothing.
That you were.
It's been a long time.
You were looking for specific markers, and then that was it.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, we had our non-sponsored ad break while you were
And
gone.
we saw 2 of the critters disappear.
The 2 that disappeared, they are fried. They are gone. The rest are on fire.
So they all had
Luckily,
different.
What's that?
So they all had different hit points. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. And with that, next up would be Fiddah.
So she's got 30 feet.
I should have mentioned. Sorry, you guys are gaining the benefit of a surprise round.
Awesome.
Nice. Okay.
Since Nixl's a shoot first, ask questions later.
So I think hearing the blast and then seeing Nixl dart back around behind her and everything, she's gonna kind of like swoop over to the side and make it easier for Nixl to kind of like get in there, so she'll just kind of swoosh, make her way over to this guy here. Would this be within 5 feet?
Ping it again.
Would this be within 5 feet here?
Within 5 feet of that guy, yes.
Okay, so with her sickle at the ready, she's going to give him a little slice.
Ooh, slicing up. All right, go ahead and roll for your attack.
All right, so since haven't really used a character sheet like this before, would I add the hit DC to that roll?
So what you would be rolling is let me take a look at your character sheet real quick. You would be rolling with your weapon attack, your modifier for that. So in this case, you're using your sickle. Yeah, that +7 is to hit. There would be a DC there if it was like a magical attack, or if it had something that the enemy had to roll to withstand.
Woofda. So a 12.
All right. So, a 12 is a 12 is enough to hit. So go ahead and roll for your damage.
Yes.
I didn't think they would have
Okay.
a crabby shell.
All right.
To be fair, you softened them up with fire.
Parboiled, like.
Nine damage, nice.
Yeah.
So you slash at it, and this thing is it's not doing very well. It's struggling to stay standing, and in fact, it's just not doing too well. Let's see here. There are some conditions that I should be adding to a couple of these.
I'll send my condolences to its mother.
This one has the bloodied condition. This one has the bloodied condition. And for those of you at home who are unfamiliar with Dungeons and Dragons or unfamiliar with the 2024 edition, the bloodied condition is a return from previous editions. Basically, these guys are all injured enough so to the point where they are starting to where they're showing just how much damage that they have taken. Bloodied condition usually is indicated when they have dropped below half their hit points.
So, question for you.
Mm-hmm.
The sickle has the nick property, and it says when you make the extra attack of the light property, you can make it as part of the attack action instead of as a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
So would that be with like a...
So that would be if you have mastery with the sickle, which you do. So what you can do is instead of using a bonus action to make your second attack with it, you can actually do that as part of your main attack action. So you can only do that once per turn, but yeah, you can roll for that extra attack.
Nice.
It basically gives you the ability so that so for the first attack you can do the main attack and that nick, and then you can do your regular bonus action. Alternatively, it also frees up your bonus action so that if you need to, you can like quaff a healing potion or something like that.
Cool. So would it be the same as the previous roll? Would I add the +7 to it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There you go, 24.
Right. Yeah. Describe to me how you slay this thing.
Heck yes. I would love to. So, I have a feeling she has more of experience with the sickle when it comes to like cutting hay and flax and all that. So she would have like a good repetition going with that. So she would run up and just like swing her sickle one way across the legs, and as it's coming down she would quick flip it and then swing it the opposite direction across its head.
God damn. You watch as it just crumples to the ground. This strange blue blood just spreading across the deck at your feet. Very nice. Next up is Merrit.
Yes, it is I. I am going to bonus action steady aim so I can get advantage. I was going to attack that one, but you have dispatched him so well that it's not needed. And I will go for this guy down here. Can you see where I'm pointing? I don't know.
Alright, so 45 feet.
Yep, my psychic blades are 60 feet in range.
Nice.
So I shall roll thusly.
I should add that because of this mast here and some of this debris, it does have partial cover.
Okay, well, I did roll. I got apparently a 34? No.
What?
That can't be right. My math was obviously incorrect in what it was trying to add together, I guess. But I rolled a 19 plus 7, so that'd be 26.
26, nice.
I was trying to get it all to roll nicely with the code, but apparently I did it wrong somehow.
Alright, so you said that was a 20 what?
26.
Oh yeah, that most definitely hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Okay. And this will be a sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
So let's.
Where you're moving, or are you just shooting your bow and arrow?
I did steady aim, so I can't move. That's how I got the advantage, and it's my psychic blades, because I am a soul knife. So a dagger appears above my hand, and I fling it forth with precision, so fancily. And once it hits the guy, it will fade away into nothing afterward, leaving not a trace to be traced back to me.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's try this again. Me. Oh. 1d. Six plus 4. And then I'll do sneak attack damage separately, if that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
So 6 points regular damage. And sneak attack. 3d6. Sorry for the delay.
No worries.
Roll it. So 8 additional damage.
For 14 damage in total.
Yeah. And that is all. Meow, meow.
I love the meows. My cat is here, but she is currently passed out behind me, so...
Is that my cat you hear meowing? I barely hear him meowing.
It's Charlie.
Alright, so you send those psychic blades out, and they embed within this creature, and it gives off just this horrid snarl, just as it begins to start as it's now looking very very hurt, but also very angry.
Good thing I'm so far away. Ha 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 ha.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nope, that is all. Thank you.
All right. And then Kaitlyn.
Okay. Gonna move so we can get to see one of these little jerks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30?
Mm-hmm.
And then of the spells that I currently have, looks like we're going to be using a special little borrowed spell, Guiding Bolt.
Nice.
All right. Who you attacking?
Which one of these looks the least damaged from here?
Would that be that one?
Yeah, is that the biggest one or the most different looking one?
That is the biggest one. He's larger than the other ones. He has 4 arms. And as he turns to face you all, you notice he's got like this reddish glow to his beady eyes.
Okay,
Don't we
yeah,
all?
we're definitely no, we don't. Definitely gonna hit that one with a guiding bolt. Unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20, that will hit.
Hooray! And it will be 4d6 radiant damage.
Nice.
Okay.
All right, the next person who is attacking them will have advantage on their attack.
All right. So we are now back at the top of the initiative order. Nixl had started it, but Nixl, you're now back into your regular turn order. So top of the turn order is Fiddah.
Let me just see here. So either way, I could do this.
And just a note, given your position, if you're looking to attack this guy, he does have partial cover.
Oh, he has partial cover. Okay.
Partial cover due to the mast right here. Yeah, these aren't barrels. These are the fore and center masts.
Okay, so since they're on fire, I probably shouldn't punch them.
I don't know. They look pretty punchable.
They do look very punchable. Punchables. Make fun of Punch. I'm sorry. As much as I would love to have her go for the big guy right away, I think I'm going to keep her more realistic to her size. So she would kind of vault over here to this guy and make her attack.
All right, go for it.
$17.
17. 17 will, in fact, hit.
How fortuitous. Alright. Heck yeah, 10 damage.
All right. So you go up. You're swiping at this thing. As I mentioned, it's starting to bleed profusely at this point. And it kind of snarls at you as it kind of staggers back and smacks into this barrel right behind it. Anything else you're doing on your turn?
So is it once per turn or once per fight?
Once per turn.
So I'd be able to do it again.
Mm-hmm.
Don't mind if I do.
Get him.
Oh boy.
You need to start cleaning up.
So you go and you swipe with the sickle, and it manages to stumble back just out of the way of your blade as it's
Guess
kind
I'll
of
be working on it again tomorrow.
as it's snarling at you, and you can see this like blue energy starting to crackle over its little claw-like hands, which leads us to Merrit.
Fabulous. Love that for me. Let's see. I feel like I can move now. Because I have an ally that is close by engaged with something for that sneak attack goodness.
You gotta love that delicious
5,
sneak attack.
10, 15, 20, 25. I will move right here. That should get me a good shot on who Fiddah is fighting right now.
Mhm.
And I will throw my dagger! So let's see. It screwed up last time I did a roll 2d20.
If you use the dice in the top bar, it'll let you roll with advantage.
Oh. Oh, okay, let's see. Top bar. Not
That
there.
dice symbol there.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Then you'll go to the plus and minus.
20. Plus or minus. So I do not see that.
At the bottom.
Bottom. No.
On the left.
Like, when
Are you going through Rumble or are you going through the dice?
Up. Oh, okay. So it wouldn't let me move the thing down, and I accidentally hit it. Okay, hold on. I'll just roll it again. In theory. Oh my god. Sorry. So 17 plus 7 for...
Oh yeah, that'll most definitely hit.
Okay. Oops. Now is the plus minus like you could add your modifiers to it, or is that for advantage specifically?
Yep. So if you click on it, you can add or you can apply your modifier, whether it's plus or minus. You'll see dis and adv for disadvantage and advantage respectively.
Okay. Love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So plus 4, 1d6 plus 4. What? So 9 regular damage, and sneak attack is 3d6. Bam, bam.
Why don't you describe to me what Fiddah sees as your blade goes right over her head?
I would say that it would streak in a lovely, sparkly silver, sort of vibrant trail coming after it, and then it smacks right into the forehead of the creature, and he falls back. Almost in slow motion. And then the dagger disappears in a little shimmery wave.
All right, so yeah, just smacks in him. He practically slow-mo falls to the ground, and Fiddah, you see the dagger embedded in him, just and it's at that point where this one, still snarling, turns, and Fiddah, you are the closest.
Oh boy.
All right. Two.
I was like, what's happening?
First attack does not hit. The second attack does hit, and you see that it practically snaps its claws together. And as it does, you just see this mouth full of razor sharp teeth come rushing towards you, and it smacks right into your chest. Smack as I drop the dice all over the floor. And it smacks right into your chest, dealing a lovely 11 force damage to you.
Oh, jeez.
All right, and then next up is Nixl.
All right. Nixl's gonna come poke his head around. Go, eek! And I need a guy by the mask to do an intelligence save.
Okay, what spell are you using?
Mind Sliver.
Ooh.
So far, he's avoiding letting anybody know he's actually doing magic.
Rolled a 19.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay. Really do need to do my... Okay. Oh, wait. No. Oh, no, that's a save. That won't help. Never mind. Go ahead. That was my big move. I do believe I don't have any other actions I can... Oh, wait. Nope, has to be 10 feet in front of me. Doesn't help. Nope. Go ahead.
All right, next up is Kaitlyn. Meeko, if you're talking, you're on push to talk.
Okay, sorry about that. Did you just say that it was my turn again?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. Trying to decide if I want to use my bonus action now or later. I think I'm going to use it later. So, we've hit this big guy. We know that he's hittable. We're going to run up, we're going to draw our family sword, and give that a good old swing.
All right, roll to attack.
So I'm going to move over here to stand next to Fiddah.
Fair enough.
Just in case. Alright, I was just looking over Channel Divinity really quick, just in case. Okay, got it. Yeah. One of the Channel Divinities is a bonus action. The other one is just when I attack, if I hit, I can trigger it. So I'm going to maybe do that if we hit. Now, did anyone hit the big crab?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they got advantage on the hit?
Yeah, Merrit had advantage, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I did steady
Nixl
aim.
Nixl fried everybody that's down here, so...
Oh, you're talking about like the next person to hit him gets advantage from your last special feature?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's attacked this particular crab since then.
Yeah, nobody's hit him since, so...
Okay.
Oh, wait. Hold up. Let's dial back real quick. Nixl, you had advantage on that roll.
It's a save.
Oh, wait, no, it was a save. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, so then in that case, you're the next one to attack him. So go ahead and roll with advantage.
Yay, because it's before the end of my next turn. So that, the end of this turn, rather, now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank goodness for advantage.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, so we'll expend one of our uses of funny paladin thing. Name, please. Channel Divinity. There we go. For Sacred Weapon, to imbue the melee weapon with positive energy and add charisma bonus to the attack. Oh, no. As to attack rolls, not to damage, so never mind. We're going to hold that. I read that wrong. My apologies.
I think you can use like a spell slot for a smite, I think, is what paladins do after they hit, if that's what you're thinking of.
Yeah, I have the one that's Divine Sense and the other one that was Sacred Weapon. And the Sacred Weapon says to add charisma bonus to the attack roll, and on hit you can choose to either deal regular type or radiant damage. So I probably should have used that before, but it's okay. Actually, we'll go ahead and we'll do that now. It'll apply for the next hit because I have 2 attacks.
There you go.
This one, we're going to smite.
Oh, let's go ahead and get that damage for that first attack first.
Okay. It will be D8 plus 3 slashing. Hooray!
Nice. You go through. You make a slash. A slash at it, and you manage to disarm it, and by that I mean you cut off one of its arms.
Well, that works thematically. As because I have longsword mastery, it has disadvantage on its next attack.
All right, and now you have that second attack.
Yeah, second attack.
I'm sorry, did you do the smite damage? Did I miss it?
Oh, I did not do the smite.
That's for this roll.
Oh, the smite will be on this one?
Yeah, I think that's what you said.
Oh, the sacred weapon will be on this one. The smite was for the last one.
Okay, yeah. Then in that case, yes, I do need that smite damage.
Oh, here we go. Okay, this one will probably be a little better to use. I have 2 smites. I'm going to use the Shining Smite on this one. So, Shining Smite, bonus action, is 2d6 radiant damage on the attack.
You swing your sword, and not only do you disarm it, but as you're bringing it back up on the upswing, you're just searing through this thing's chitinous exoskeleton, and it cracks open like a lobster before falling back, completely eviscerated by your family blade.
Oh, well, all right then.
All right. Anything else on here?
I don't need to attack again. I think we're good.
All right. Back up to Fiddah.
Okay. I think what she's going to do, I'm going to use her second wind bonus action first so that she can regain some health.
Okay. Hold on, I need to let my assistant DM out of the room.
He has important cat business to take care of. Ooh, heck yeah. So she gets all her
Number
health back.
whammies.
Very nice.
Would the extra health points carry over into temporary, or would she just be healed to the max with that?
You're just healed to max.
Got it. Okay. And then she's going to come on up to this guy, get real nice and cozy. And then she's going to make another swing. For 17.
17. The 17 will hit.
Heck yeah. D4. Big bucks, no whammies. Okay, 8 damage.
All right. So you go through, you slash at it, and this thing's not looking so good. There, if any emotion could be applied to its strange, beady eyes, it might be fear. All right. Anything else on your turn or not?
Yeah. I think she'll make an extra attack here as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not looking good.
That does not hit.
It's too much cowering and fear.
Yeah, it kind of stumbles back, trying to dodge this sickle that you're swinging, which means it's so focused on your attacks that Merrit, you have advantage here.
That's right. Heck yeah. I'll move right here. On top of these barrels or bags of grain or what have you. And I'll throw my dagger. Ba, 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 da, ba. With advantage. +7. Schmackety daggery. 20.
20 will hit.
Hooray! 1d6 plus 1. So 6 damage initially, and then sneak attack. Sneak attack. 1, 2, 3. Roll it. An additional 6.
So your dagger goes flying right over Fiddah's head, and it manages to hit this creature right between the eyes before its head just explodes from the psychic force. And as its body crumples to the ground, Fiddah, you notice that at its feet is this strange, glowing blood red pearl.
Ooh.
And if you had to guess, given how it was like standing over this pearl, this might have been what it was looking for.
Okay. If she were to nudge it with her foot, would it do anything?
Nope, it just rolls harmlessly along the floor.
Okay, given that it's kind of covered with goo, she's going to take her more outer skirts and use that to pick up the pearl.
Yeah, and as you pick it up, the first thing you notice is how warm it is. It feels almost like it's pulsing with warmth. And this is something you can feel even through the cloth of those skirts.
I think I found something.
What is it that you've got there?
She's going to slowly turn around and show the pearl to Kaitlyn and Merrit.
Is it supposed to be glowing like that? Is it glowing? I feel like I heard that.
It's glowing.
That does not look like a normal action for jewelry.
It's also very warm.
Shiny.
Would I be... Actually, no, I'm not trained in Morgana. I'm not very good with these types of things, though I would definitely assume it's magical.
Can I do an Arcana check?
Yes, you may.
Do you feel any
Let's
different
hope-
holding that thing?
My hand feels warmer.
To take a slip up there to take a look. See.
So maybe at least it's a hand warmer. At the very least.
Crap. 20. 8. No, didn't show up. No, it sucks. It's a 9. I don't know. What do I know? I've never seen it in a sewer before in my life.
As you go up to it, you can definitely feel the telltale tingle of magic radiating off of it, though you're not familiar enough with its magic to be able to identify what it is or what it can do. However, Merrit and Fiddah, both of you know that there are certainly some people in town who might be able to help you out with that.
Oh yeah, there are people back in town that can totally check the value and maybe identify it more properly. There are certain guilds that make their fortune for such things.
This did come off of Kaitlyn's family ship, though. I believe she should have a say in what we do with this.
Oh, dear me, I wasn't saying you should steal it. That far be it for me to imply that.
Hey. Owes me a shiny. I want it.
Well, I mean... Kaitlyn has to think about this for a second. Well, I could offer you this shiny, but we don't know what this shiny is, or if it's even actually shiny, or if the shininess is just from the magic. And you said you didn't want to be blown up. What if this blows you up?
Shiny. His eyes are big, and the glow of it is reflecting reddish eyes.
Well, if you really want it that badly, then I can trade you this shiny for my debt on the condition that we find out what it does first.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do while you're still in the cargo hold of this?
Yeah, I'm going to start to see if anything exists that didn't get up by the fireball I totally did not throw.
I'd like to see if the bodies have anything on them, or did they dissolve into goo bits?
Can we see if we can investigate better than we...
So unlike a certain NPC from last night's game of Monster of the Week, these guys don't dissolve into goo. They're still very solid, very fishy. And as you're kind of rifling through them, I'll start with Merrit. The first thing that you find, Merrit, is a beautiful little piece of jade. It definitely looks like it's gem quality.
Dang it, where's my pen? I need to write down my spoils.
All right, and then what are you searching through, Nixl?
Everything.
Everything, all.
Yeah, I don't want to be really obvious about it. I'm looking for something that looks more intact than everything else.
All right, and are you trying to hide the fact that you're doing this?
No, I figure they're busy. I won't make it obvious by trying to hide it. I'll just act like this is my right to do.
All right. So you kind of start scrounging through. You kind of start scrounging through all of these, all of the destroyed goods and such. And after a bit, you do find something rather nice. As you pick it up and hold it in your hand, it's this beautiful dark blue color with little flecks of yellow. You can recognize lapis just about any time you pick it up.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it'll just disappear.
All right. How about you, Kaitlyn? Are you searching through anything at all?
I would like to search to see if maybe, because there were regular people on this ship, maybe one of them wrote down something like a journal or manuscript or something about like what they've been doing this entire time.
Perhaps the captain's cabin would be a good place to check.
Yeah, and you do know that there are two places where there would be like a sort of journal, as it were. One place would be wherever the navigator may be. The other one being the captain.
So yeah, let's go to the captain's room then.
All right. So you know that the captain's cabin is going to be up on the top deck, and then toward the stern, to the aft castle of the ship. Which you've been on these ships plenty of times. You know how to navigate them. This is a particular type of caravel. The ship is that is well known for amongst your family's ships. Oftentimes, if people see a caravel sailing into the harbor in Alhencia, they'll know. Yep, that's a House Haran ship. So picking through the debris and everything, it looks like between the sea spray and the efforts of the townsfolk to put out the fires, the ship is starting to be a little less precarious, and when you get to the captain's cabin, you find the door is ajar. And as you slowly push it open, you see what's left of the captain.
Oh.
Which is to say, there's not much of him left. And you can see the windows that were set into the back of the aft castle. They have been absolutely shattered, but not outward, shattered inward. So it stands to reason that these creatures that you just fought probably boarded the ship through the captain's cabin.
Well, that's terrifying.
Which leads to another revelation. If they did that, they had to have climbed up the back of the ship in order to get aboard.
So would that mean that they either had the ability to climb or they were assisted?
It's a good question.
They have claws. They can climb. Crab's claw.
Kaitlyn is now remembering that there may or may not be survivors outside.
You mean those you walked over?
Like, out of character, yeah. In character, the what now?
Fiddah, did you search through anything else or no?
Yeah, I think she would just be looking around in general for any other things that the people could or the crab peoples could possibly be looking for.
As you search through everything, you notice that there are a variety of things of value on this ship. Beautiful paintings that are now just slashed and torn, and some of them partially burned. Sacks of grain that are now moldy, and as you walk past them, between the heat of the flames and everything, you can see weevils just trying to skitter their way out of them. And amongst everything, you do see a chest that has kind of spilled open, and you and Nixl see this at the same time. This tiny little personal sized chest, once it's just gently kicked by your foot, falls open, and you can see some gold fall out of it.
Oh, lots of shinies.
Now hold on there. We gotta split this.
There's about 80. There's. I checked the wrong table on my notes. There is about 60 gold there.
Okay, he'll share. He gives 10 for you, 20 for me, 10 for you, 20 for me.
Hold on there now. Equal efforts.
I blew them up.
And you did such a great job at that.
You couldn't blow them up.
Well, I did slice them, you know.
Yeah, but after I blew them up.
You only blew up half.
And you did.
Merrit, are you searching through anything else?
Cobalt logic.
I mean, I will search through anything that has not been searched through yet. I figured I was. Yes, that is what I need to say.
As you see, the other two are kind of rifling through the bulk of the cargo hold. You end up making your way back into the galley. Now, the galley is a mess. There's lime juice that has spilled all over the place. It smells kind of cooked. The fire has long been out, and most of the food in here is actually moldy beyond the ability to consume.
Weird. I feel like all the sailors were like malnourished.
They were.
Eat this moldy bread. How did it go to waste?
And you see something kind of glinting from within that cupboard next to you. And when you open it up, you see basically whoever was manning the galley has been holding out.
Oh.
As you find not only his little logbook, which is mostly just, okay, this is the thing I cooked this day, this is what I cooked this day. And you find that he had been saving up to be able to, once they had returned to Alhencia, he was saving up to be able to finally leave this life on the sea in order to settle down with his wife and kids. 110 gold he had managed to save up.
Oh. Poor guy. And that's what's in this. There's 110 gold in the book?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is there a way that I could potentially hunt down this guy's wife and kids to give this money and book to them?
He was smuggling.
What's that?
Smuggling. He was stealing from the ship.
I don't remember reading that.
His compatriots.
Is it saving or is it stealing? I feel the text is unclear.
From the looks of it in his journal, he's been mostly saving. There is some that he won in games of chance, and he even admits in a couple that in a couple of games he had cheated.
It's a pirate's life or a sailor's life.
But go ahead and as you're going through and reading, you notice that the language changes from common to something else. What languages do you speak?
Oh, good question. Did I write that down somewhere convenient? Features. Proficiencies and training. Okay, languages. Celestial, Common Sign Language, Elvish, and Thieves' Cant.
You recognize some of the symbols listed here.
Interesting.
They're Thieves' Cant shadow marks. Several of them indicating an unseen danger.
Uh-oh.
And another one indicating lost. Normally it's used in conjunction with some sort of sign representing a particular item. So like an item's been lost or something like that. But in this case, there's no item associated with it, just lost.
Huh. I mean, the ship has been like off course probably, based on the lack of planning for food, at least I would guess.
Yeah, this ship, as you saw as you got closer to it, it's just this ship has seen better days. And Kaitlyn, as you're walking through the captain's cabin, you notice that like there's wallpaper that's set up in the captain's cabin to make it a little bit nicer, but it's faded. This ship has only been missing for a few months, but the ship looks almost as if it's been gone for a year, if not a little bit more, based off of the way that everything is faded and everything's looking aged. And you, as you're walking through the captain's cabin and stepping around the mess that used to be the captain, you do find his logbook sitting on his writing desk. And of course, as a standard procedure aboard all Huron vessels, the captain has his own safe that is kind of set into the desk. And you know that with that signet ring, you can override the lock.
Yeah, we're going to do that, and we're going to open up the safe, just in case if there's anything they might have left for us that was inside.
You find 80 gold pieces in there, along with an additional small booklet. You have the captain's log right there on the table, but this additional booklet here, it looks like the captain had been holding some additional meetings that aren't necessarily within the purview of House Huron's allowed dealings.
So he was skimping off and doing stuff on the side, huh? Well, I'm going to have to give this information to the father, and in the meantime, she's just
To
kind
the
of like
father,
looking
you
at
sound
gold.
like a monster.
I was just thinking that.
What? Oh. No. But, we're gonna give those to him. You know, I'll do a little snooping in the captain's log a little later, but for now, we're gonna go ahead, gonna take the 80 gold back to where everyone else is, and let them know intentions to split it.
Kate, bedtime. Put your phone away.
No.
Oh, put your phone away. Make sure your teeth are brushed.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't believe you.
Yeah, Kaitlyn, you need to go. You need to go and get ready for bed and get your teeth brushed.
Oh.
I unironically, sadly,
that.
I
I'm sorry.
do have to.
I'm sorry, I thought I muted that.
You're good. But yeah, I do have to actually pop out for bedtime because I have work in a little over 7 hours.
I have to get up at god awful hours too.
Yeah.
But that
So-
80 gold you have to get from Nixl first.
No. The 80 gold I found, I'm gonna split with y'all.
Oh.
Excellent. I thank you in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So, you all kind of meet back up on the cargo deck. Do you share your findings with one another?
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody will rat me out.
Yeah, Fiddah will keep Nixl on the straight and narrow.
Yeah, and Kaitlyn will let them know what was found in the captain's small booklet, along with the money that's been found and the captain's log that she has yet to review.
So, with the realization that this ship has been lost longer than it appears to have been, with the realization that the captain's been making some shady dealings on the side, and this strange artifact in hand, you now know that perhaps the best course of action is to pay a few visits to some people in town. And we'll pick that up next week.
Okay.
So for those of you watching, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for bearing with us as we all kind of refamiliarize ourselves with the system and try to learn this virtual tabletop. Next week we will be continuing, so looking forward to seeing all of you next week. And if you are interested in playing in any of my games, feel free to look for Cyanide the Spider or not Cyanide the Spider. That's another thing that I do. But if you're interested, look for Morgana the Spider on startplaying.games. And I will include some links in the description below leading to Owlbear Rodeo, as well as a few other nifty places. So if you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, subscribe, all that jazz. If you are planning on watching our Twitch streams, I'll be sure to include. I will be sure to include the links for that below as well. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good one.
Bye.
Yay.
Bye.
Good night.